Alex, how do you rate our chances? What are your thoughts at this stage?
I think they're quite high. I think
Quite
when
high?
you first said that you were going to be running for president,
I think
I sort of like it was quite a shock because none of us really.
I'd spoken to Finnan about it. To
you
be
hadn't
fair.
talked to me and Matt about it though, so
Hadn't
it was
I?
a
I
big
think-
shock to me.
Okay.
And I thought because.
Did you just think it was like spur
I
of
thought
the
it was a bit of
moment?
a joke, sort of like,
Okay.
oh, I might as well. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, do very well, but I'll just do it because it's a laugh or something like that. But
There's an element of that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. All right. To victory.
Victory.
So this is Election HQ.
This year, for reasons I'm still trying to work out, I decided running for SE president was a good idea. Here's what happened.
We, of course, have the Tory hate sign over there, mandatory for any left-wing student.
So, 2 days now till the election starts, till the campaign starts. I'm still having a lot of quite wild mood swings about it, sometimes. Like last night I was pretty excited for it, this morning I'm nervous as hell, there's still quite a lot to do. I think once I get started it'll be alright, but I'm just quite nervous, so we'll see how it goes. Alright. For about a week after the candidates were announced, I was too nervous to tell anyone I was running. But a couple of days out, I realised that no one would vote for me if they didn't know I was standing, so I decided to go and get a bit of advice for the campaign.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, so you were campaigns officer at the
Yep.
SU here at UWE during your time, so tell me about that.
I was trying to get students involved in various kind of campaigning issues. So, the students were still very political. I think students are political now, but I think it's much more, or it's much less activist focused. It's more kind of focused on, people trying to make up their mind about issues.
Okay.
I think.
So I've just about an hour ago, I think, told you that I'm running for SE president. Guess who's running?
No, tell me who's running. Ned.
I'm going to start by showing you the campaign logo that we've
Okay,
got. This will
yeah.
be up on the screen in this moment,
Okay.
in the film. But let's
Yeah.
have a look. Isn't that a work of art?
It's very, very nice.
It's striking. That's what I was going for.
Okay, campaigning for you and for a stronger SU.
That's the slogan.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think I can take from our struggles with the tech campaign earlier this year?
You definitely need a large campaigning team.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time going around talking to people at campuses, getting up on tables and making impromptu speeches and all this
Okay.
kind of stuff. It seemed to work. Not having really taken a lot of notice of student union campaigns in the past few years. This year I'll probably have a good look to see
Yeah.
what is
Well,
going
now you
on.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now certainly
you
will.
will.
Yeah. Well, going back to 94, 95, people saw the SU as a bar and as an entertainment kind of, provider.
Yeah.
And so that hasn't changed in a sense.
I haven't been that engaged with
Okay.
the campaigns since I've been here, to be honest. Yeah,
Need to
mostly,
reply, but not running one, so.
mostly because I did catch a bit of the that it's kind of like a kind of vain popularity contest.
I definitely remember one of my first year flatmates telling me that she was voting for this guy Jack because she thought he was hot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everyone votes for those reasons, but it does happen.
I feel it's an interesting period because I think some new ideas can be generated
Yes.
in this period, but I'm not sure at the moment how clearly that will filter into something like the student union
politics, okay.
elections. But
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
we will see.
Yeah.
So, build a huge campaign team, talk to students in a university 27,000 strong, and win a superficial popularity contest. Oh, and there's a hustings. Did I mention the hustings? Should be easy, right? I am taking quite a lot of comfort from some advice someone gave me who's been through this, who said that there's a sense of dread that builds up beforehand, but once you actually get going on the campaign, you just sort of get cracking with it. Okay, so first day of campaigning today. I think it went pretty well overall. We got the posters up, we got there on time. Handed out a lot of flyers. I spoke to a mate of mine who recently lost an arrow and unfortunately a very dirty campaign at SOAS. And he said something that I think was important, which was that you need to make sure you're having conversations with these people. You're not just handing them a flyer, and I think that's something I can really take into the following days. So it's now Sunday, which is day 4 of the campaign. Went door knocking yesterday. It seemed to go pretty well. I think it's something I've gathered confidence with it as the day went on, and can do it more today. Settling into the rhythm of campaigning, of this being my day. The hustings is tomorrow, which I'm really nervous about. That has always been the part of this campaign that I am most nervous about, and that hasn't changed. So it's Monday now, which is day 5 of the campaign. Hustings is this evening. I'm pretty nervous about it, but I have done a little bit of prep, so I'm a little more optimistic that it'll go alright. You know what I've realised is that the longer this campaign goes on, the more I'm growing in confidence in both like how I'm campaigning and also chances of winning, which I still, I don't want to get too optimistic on that because it's still a long way to go and there's a couple of other really strong candidates, so let's see what happens. So yeah, never mind the 27,000 odd students, what I was worried about was the 30 or so politicos who would turn up to the hustings. Seems like I might have had my priorities misplaced. Still, let's see how it went. And what do you think of when you think of our union? Do you think of something that fights for you, that campaigns for you, that works for you every day? Or do you think it's maybe something that's not quite lived up to its potential? And if the answer is that maybe it hasn't, then maybe it's time for change, and maybe it's time for fresh ideas. And I hope I've convinced you tonight that I have those ideas, and that I have the experience and the drive and the ambition to implement them. Thank you for listening, and I hope I've got your vote. I fucking smashed the hustings. It went really well. I had a bit of a Nick Clegg 2010 moment. Everyone seemed to be agreeing with me.
I'd just like to say I agree with everything Ned is saying here.
I agree with Sam and Ned. That is just like how Ned is saying. There's no difference of opinion between Ned and I.
I would totally agree with Ned.
I agree with Ned when he says, again, I agree with Ned. I agree with both. There's nothing.
Like Ned was saying about wanting to make voices heard.
So I agree with all the candidates here about having a transparent SU.
So it's about 9 o'clock on Tuesday evening now. And today was the most knackering day so far. I think it's partly because it's built up, but it's partly because I was campaigning outdoors a lot today. We had the shutdown day where people get like a free cream egg if they vote. Encourages people to vote, which I think is good, but at the same time people just vote to get the free cream egg and then they get like half off their lunch as well. I'm so tired and I've got to go back out to work the lock-in, the SU Tuesday. I don't think I've ever been started for a night out before. So yesterday was an incredibly eventful day. So night before Tuesday evening I went to SU Tuesday, and when I turned up, I had an incumbent president who's running for re-election was there, and he had 5 people with t-shirts with his face on and afro wigs, and we all have a strict campaign budget of £120, and he's been using paid advertising on just about every website in the world all week, and before, really. And so something in me just completely snapped, and I was like, you know, how can I compete with someone who spends his entire budget for the week every day? I was just so tired and so low at that point of the day. But then we get an email saying that the complaints have been put under investigation by the external RO. I was like, thank the fucking Lord. So then I was absolutely buzzing, and two of us stayed on to hit an extra court before the close of play. And it was beautiful. So by the end of the day I was on a real high, and it's just the final push today. I was tired as fuck. But.
So, in the end, I didn't win, and in fact I didn't win quite badly. And while that wasn't exactly unexpected, I was a bit curious as to why that had happened, so I gathered some of my campaign team together for a little chat.
Well, I think we had a moment where we thought it would be possible, and that was due to a number of circumstances, and also due to your very strong performance in the debate.
It was strong, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think I'm more upset with the actual the engagement itself, not generally, you know, the candidates and what was being said and how people campaigned, just how lacking engagement the whole thing was. Like, obviously, we went to hustings and there was no one there.
I think for me it was a bit chicken and egg, like a bit of chicken and egg situation in that I wanted to create greater engagement, but I had to run a campaign where engagement was very low to actually win the mandate to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Bit of a paradox,
Yeah.
So, there you go. None of it was my fault, and I was absolutely brilliant. Sorry, that was a bit one-sided, but they are my friends. But despite it all, I'd had quite a good time with it, and there was one more person I needed to speak to about SU elections.
Now, I've just a little while ago wrapped up my presidential campaign, which I didn't win, as you know.
Yeah.
You saw me during that. How do you think it went? What do you think I could have done differently, or that went well?
I think you could have infiltrated other societies and groups that are not necessarily political. Because I think a lot of students nowadays, I think we live in like a post-political student, almost like framework.
We were talking about candidates to be VP welfare, and your name's in the lead.
Like, why, like you said, why not?
Yeah?
Like, why not? I mean, I think I'll just go for it and then...
You're going to run for VP welfare next year then, provisionally?
Fuck it, yeah.
Yes, fantastic. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
So there you have it. I may just have brought another newcomer into the world of student politics, with all its questionable motives and hazy agendas. Let's see what happens next year.
You're an asshole. In the end, you didn't have what it takes. So here's to you and your huge mistakes. You're humiliated, hollowed out, and exhausted. You were in the ring fighting the fight and you lost it. This isn't your time, this wasn't for you. At least you did everything you could do. You're a loser but a dreamer. You're tired but you're strong. You're going on no evidence. You don't listen to common sense. You went all in. And you were wrong. You are such a loser. Good for you. It's something that a lot of people can't do. Trying is hard. That's why people don't do it. Losing is hard. They can't make it through it. But not you. You are such a loser. You are such a loser. Here's to you. 'Cause you deserve a cheering section too.